Welcome to episode 8 of Flipping Gaming PCs, where we fix some computers and we sell some computers. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, it is Saturday, and that means it is exactly 1 week since episode 7 came out, and we probably have our first sale, and it's going to be this big ATX computer. We have a guy that seems really interested in it and is planning to buy it in a few days, specifically Tuesday. And he asked for a benchmark video, so I'm currently getting him a Furmark video to show and authenticate that it works. And then we wait until that meetup date. This computer is broken, and I just got it sent back. Let me explain. Now, this computer started 2 episodes ago in episode 6, and we sold it on January 2nd, and the guy just messaged me on Facebook Marketplace saying that it turned off one day because he leaves it on all the time, and he thought it was odd that it was off. So now it doesn't turn back on, and I think it's the power supply. So I'm going to do the paperclip test on the power supply and then use a spare power supply. All right, we got all our cables unplugged, and now we're going to do what's called the paperclip test to give a decent understanding if the power supply is completely fried or not. So let's do that. All right, so I did the paperclip test, and I did not get a fan, so I have a spare power supply that I'm going to hook up, and that is the next step in our troubleshooting, and I'm going to hook up this power supply and see if it turns on then. All right, so I got a new testing power supply all cabled up, and it doesn't look good, and there's only one. This graphics card has 2 8-pin connectors, and this has 1 8-pin and 1 6-pin, but I'm still hoping we get something to prove that the power supply is busted, so I'm going to test it now. And it boots to life. It was the power supply, which is the best scenario out of all of these because that power supply is brand new and is under warranty. So we're going to have to get that power supply replaced and get it back to him. Overall, the best scenario in this situation. All right, surgery has officially been complete. The power supply has been removed, which means on our agenda is on Tuesday, we have to sell that computer. And then we have to return this and get a new one and give this back to the guy completely and fixed. Let's see which one comes first, and we'll do that. So out of the two, the replacement power supply got here first. So I'm going to hook this up and rewire it and everything, and then we can give this back to the guy and just wait for the sale tomorrow. All right, and after doing the power supply replacement in this computer, it is working just fine. So we're going to get this back to the guy. And then I'm going to do all the preparatory stuff for this computer so it can be sold tomorrow. We just sold a computer for $400, but it was by far the most stressful sale I've ever had. Let me explain. All right, I'm going to explain this really quickly. So I start resetting this computer because a guy wants it that day. And this hard drive that was in it failed. Like, it would not reset. It was completely failed. So I switched gears to the white computer, and that hard drive kind of failed. And I'm actively fixing it right now because it's the hard drive in this computer, and it's working just fine. It was probably a minor malfunction. But point is, I had to replace the hard drive in that computer with a spare I was going to use for the next build. So I sold that, and now I'm resetting this computer, and I'm about to sell this computer, so we might sell 2 computers in one day. So that's good stuff. We'll see the profit margins for that. We have sold all 3 of our computers officially, all in very quick succession. And for the profit margin part of it, our first computer with the RX 580 in it, we built for about $312 and change and sold for $420. So that's roughly a $108 profit. which is solid. And then our second computer, the white one that we took in all white pictures, we also built for around $312, but sold that one for $400. So that's about like a $78 profit, somewhere near there, somewhere around the $80 mark, which is also good. And then for our third computer, the big one that we just bought and fixed up the computer, we built for $400 and sold for $500, which is a steady $100 profit. And adding those up, you get about $300, which is really good for a range of 3 computers, meaning roughly we made about $100 on each computer, which is actually really good, judging how we built them very quickly. Now that is going to be the end of this episode, and I know we did not build any computers in this episode. It's the first time we've done that. All we did was sell the computers from last episode, but that means in the next episode, which I've already started ordering the parts for, we're going to build a lot of computers next episode, and I'm excited for that because we're going to build at least one more premium computer, and I've already got something on the way. But you will have to wait till next episode to see that in its entirety. And if you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe because it helps me out a rather bit. And see you next episode.